Seah,
Hi.
who is your favourite character from the Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 11?
Obi-Wan.
Oh, Obi-Wan!
We've got my first Obi-Wan. I thought it was going to be constant, but it's not.
Yeah.
As we found out.
Very true. He was lovely in this one. Fair play.
Yeah, we like him. To be fair, I hated him in one of the episodes previously, but this one, great.
Yeah.
Love him. Wonderful.
Good.
Branwen,
Yes.
who is your favourite character from the Clone Wars Series 1, Episode 11?
Hondo!
I knew that was going to happen.
I can imagine. As you might remember if you've listened to our episode with Mary earlier on.
Hondo!
We get very excited about Hondo. His audacity to capture a Dark Lord of the Sith and then offer him for ransom to the Emperor of the Galaxy is so on brand for Hondo. He is a lot of... Well, we'll get into Hondo.
We'll get into Hondo.
Yeah. You're listening to Sisters of the Force. I'm Branwen.
And I'm Seah. Hello.
And if this episode gets a little wild, it's very, very, very hot in the UK right now.
We're not built for this. We do not have the infrastructure for this.
We really don't. But to help us along our way on this hot morning, we have a wonderful returning guest who hasn't been here since many, many, many moons ago when we started our Mandalorian rewatch. Please welcome back the lovely Sarah. Hello!
Hello there. How are you doing?
Hi! I love your little Obi-Wan. Hello there. Amazing. You're in the gang. You're in the Obi gang. Welcome back. It's so good to have you again.
Thank you. It's so lovely to be here.
It has, as I say, it's been a very, very long time since we spoke to you. Because of that, maybe could you, because I think we have some new listeners that we've kind of gathered in the intervening times. Would you like to just let us know who you are, apart from being an incredible Star Wars geek like the rest of us?
That one's a given, really, isn't it?
It is.
Could you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yep, I'm a drama practitioner. So I write stories, create stories, make stories, and use drama to just help people do the next bit, whatever the next bit for them is. So use it in training and development and for playfulness too. So yeah, that's my thing.
Nice.
This is why we love having you on, because you've just got so much awesome stuff to bring to the table in terms of what Star Wars, because what you've just described is a lot about Star Wars. You know, it's storytelling and so it's exciting to have you back.
Thank you.
Have you watched the Clone Wars before ever?
No, this was new and exciting and I'm a bit hooked.
Yes.
Because it's so easy. It's just like a 20-minute fix of Star Wars with no effort, and so pretty and epic, and all of those things contained in very small little parcels.
Yeah. I really, really feel, I mean, this is partly our reasoning for doing the Clone Wars as our next sort of chunk on Sisters of the Force, is that so many people haven't done Clone Wars, or any Star Wars animation for that matter, because there's a bit of a kind of presumption that animation is just for kids, or those kind of narratives, whereas it absolutely is not. There's so much going on in these episodes. It's wild on every level, and the artistry, like you say, they're visually beautiful to watch.
Yes.
So we've been basically sort of focusing on each episode at a time, and we will talk about the different things that we loved about them and different characters and bits of music and sound stuff, visual stuff, whatever we want to get into. We whiz through an episode and then we whiz on to the next. It's so much. We've set ourselves a big challenge.
It's quite a quick pace, this one.
Great. Lovely. I'm there for it.
It's just like the Clone Wars.
Yeah, it's just like the Clone Wars, really.
Well, I was going to say, I was actually...
It's non-stop.
Because it doesn't stop. There's no pause for breath. It's onwards.
Yeah.
Which is great.
When we sort of scheduled we'll do 4 episodes of Clone Wars per episode, that's less than a feature film in time, but it's each episode is like a feature film in content. So
There's so much going on.
There's so much going on.
Before we get into this episode, do you have a favourite character from this episode, Sarah?
I do. And it's partly because I love the series as well. I'm a big Ahsoka fan. I just think she's a boss. Yeah. She's she's there with a really low status. We talk a lot about status in storytelling and theatre, and she's kind of supposed to have this really low status, but she's just fixing things and sorting things, and so I adore her.
Excellent.
Nice.
She's very much, we talked about this a couple of episodes ago, I think, that she's very much us on this journey as well, because she's new to to the war. She's just been thrust into this very dangerous situation. And so a lot of the way that she encounters stuff is kind of how we're encountering stuff, I feel, to some extent.
Yeah, you can definitely see yourself in that character, and that's a really clever thing to create. If you can put yourself in those shoes and you're going through that with that character, it gives you a stronger connection.
I think that was their intent,
definitely.
is that they needed a student, and Anakin wasn't a student anymore, so we have her to replace us, which is amazing.
Give us Ahsoka.
So, Dooku captured, episode 11 of season 1.
Yep.
These first 2 episodes are a mini arc called Florrum, which were both written by Julie Siege, who I didn't know much about. As always, I have to go and do my little bit of research. Apparently, she used to write on Supernaturals a lot. Like, she wrote loads on that, which I'm not familiar with either. So,
can I give you a little anecdote about Supernatural super fast?
Yeah.
Okay. Ex-partner of mine, very, very lovely, we're good friends now, used to tell me that he couldn't tell stories. And I'd be like, but I need you to tell me a story because I'm bored. And he'd be like, I can't tell stories, I don't know how. And I'd be like, okay, tell me the plot of Supernatural because I've never seen it. And he could do that in such amazing detail, and he'd get so animated about it. And it was just like, yeah, this is perfect. I'm more than happy to have the plot of Supernatural told to me.
It's just finding the thing that speaks to you.
It's a story. So good.
Unlocks everything.
It was brilliant. So I've never seen it, but I do know the plot of Supernatural.
You know all about Julie Siege because that's what she did.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
So there's a lot about pirates in this episode, which I've been kind of waiting for, as you could tell, hence.
Pirates!
So Hondo, he does reoccur. He's like an ongoing character.
Yes.
He's an animatronic character at Disneyland. If you go to, I think it's on Smuggler's Run.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, and we're all waiting for him to come into live action. Maybe one day. We're still everything that comes out, I'm like, Hondo's going to be in this because he could be in anything.
Yeah.
Like he does pop up at the most random of times.
He could pop up wherever he wanted, couldn't he?
Yeah.
He gets way more fun as his kind of like appearances progress. So we get to Rebels and he pops up quite a lot of times, and he's hilarious in Rebels in a brilliantly piratey, frustrating but also lovable kind of a way. So this is our first iteration of him, and he's a bit darker in this episode, and as I said at the beginning, very audacious.
He is audacious.
Yeah.
I liked him. He was a close second to Obi-Wan. I only went for Obi-Wan this episode because of the level of sass that was going on.
Much sass from everybody. I just put everyone seems to think that everyone is stupid.
Yeah.
They're all just having a go. There's so much sarcasm and cynicism about every single person. It's great.
They're all sassing each other the entire time. And like you get these married couple tiffs from Obi-Wan and Anakin that I'm just like, I'm here for all of this. This is great.
It was great. It's just the banter. It's just brilliant.
Later there's Anakin and Ahsoka about bantering, and Obi-Wan is just watching them. So I wonder if this is a thing in Supernaturals, whether the characters
and he just enjoys
do this. I have to go and watch
do the bantery thing. Ooh, maybe. I don't know.
It's also a big Dooku episode.
Yes.
Although after watching it, I was thinking, how is Dooku being apprehended by 30 pirates? He's a very powerful Sith Lord, but Filoni justified it, but just because of sheer numbers. And he
to be fair, you would get overrun.
Yeah, he referenced Geonosis as a thing where you've got all the battle droids in the arena, like gathering those Jedi at the end, they would have won. The droids would have won that battle if the clones hadn't appeared. So I think we'll trust Filoni on that one.
We'll go for that. Yeah.
We'll let them get away with it.
I think also because they're pirates and they're not droids. Yeah. That's the other thing, isn't it? Like, battle droids are fairly easily disposable.
Pirates often have luck at their fingertips as well. I think they lean into that a bit, so they could have been.
Yeah.
There was a technical thing. As always, I watch some of the little behind-the-scenes featurettes on YouTube. And Killian Plunkett, the great designer, described this method they use called the paper doll technique, because they've got loads of pirates, and all of a sudden you've got to generate models, 3D models of pirates. And making 3D models is very time-consuming and expensive. So this is why you gradually see new characters evolve, appear throughout the Clone Wars, because each week they'd have a new budget and they could bring in another one. But to have 30 new ones,
that's a lot.
So the paper doll is like you just make copy them. You just copy them and then just put slightly different accessories. So if you look at them,
they all look quite similar.
They all have a similar vibe.
But again, it's moving at such a pace that you haven't got time to snag on it. And I'm absolutely certain that the makers of the Clone War didn't expect anybody to go back and it was an onward curve. So they kind of have an idea that they can get away with those slight shortcuts to move it on, because not many people are going to sit necessarily and analyze it. And you're just too busy enjoying the plot.
The ride, It's so fast.
I did appreciate, I don't know if it's this one or if it's the next episode, where we kind of meet a few more of the pirates in a bit more detail and they give them different accessories. So you're like, oh yeah, the one with the bandana, sure.
The Cockney accent one, who was really noticeable the first time he spoke, I was like, oh yeah, he's a pirate, he's Cockney. As opposed to Hondo's accent, which is... What is Hondo's accent? I've never even thought about it.
It's all quite strange, isn't it? I was trying to work it out and I couldn't quite work it out. There's some great accent works in the second arc as well, but there's...
Oh my goodness, there is.
Yeah. Hondo, is he European of some kind? Is he sort of French? Yeah?
I'm not sure.
It's definitely a hybrid accent.
It's very
Somebody
hybrid.
Found a voice and liked it and went with it.
Yeah.
It's Jim Cummings is the voice actor who voices Winnie the Pooh. So
what?
The Winnie the Pooh, Hondo and Akka crossover as well.
Now that's a juxtaposition I enjoy.
That is wild. I peaked when I said that, so I'm just turning my game down a tiny bit. Sorry. There's also like loads of kind of Bollywood influenced music going on at this pirate tavern. Like, what?
I'm so
Hello?
into that. I mean, there is throughout the Clone Wars, I'm noticing as I'm focusing on the music more than I did the first time I watched it. There is a bit of like cultural appropriation going on for
There's
different.
So much cultural appropriation.
Okay, so the Hutts will have like Arabic and Middle Eastern music, and then pirates will have Indian. I don't quite.
Indian Bollywood? Sure.
I thought they would go with the Caribbean island, some...
Yeah. No,
it's Bollywood.
They wanted to defy expectations.
It's full Bollywood.
It's just Bollywood. They've just lifted that.
Again, is why I felt very at home with Hondo. Back in the 90s, I was making a lot of music in the kind of Asian underground scene in London, which was like British Asians like Talvin Singh, who I worked with quite a few times. And it's like blending electronica with Bollywood and classical Indian influences and samples. And the bit where they land on Florrum the first time is literally like a track that me and Talvin made. Yeah. This is wild. I could have scored this episode.
I did think of you when that happened, actually. I was like, oh, yeah, no. There we are.
So good. There's also a little random moment of 1950s.
Ooh.
When we first see the pirate's mothership, I think it is. And the pirate's mothership is blatantly a 50s UFO. Like it's a flying saucer, which George Lucas is, we know he loves his 50s sci-fi and Flash Gordon and everything else. And I think he always wanted some of that in Star Wars, but didn't find a way to put it in. But then, Filoni and Plunkett and the others have figured out this way of like, the pirates can be in a UFO.
Yeah.
You just had to wait.
They did, they just had to pick their right moment. And we've got this like South Asian band of pirates who suddenly have like a theremin scoring the appearance of the UFO because it's the 1950s now.
Because it's the 1950s UFO.
And I think that definitely the Clone Wars have that where are we going now vibe because of the anthology-ness of it. It's constantly going somewhere else and there aren't too many through threads. There are some through threads.
And the first time you watch it, you are literally going, where are they now?
Yeah.
And you're kind of, you feeling like you have to run to catch up on, but that absolutely draws you in, which is really, really clever.
Yeah. And is Star Wars, that's George Lucas's favourite trick. Like we start in the midst of Leia's ship being captured by Imperials and we have no idea why, where she's going.
Why?
We have the little crawl.
She's on a diplomatic mission, obviously.
We now know every little detail about why she was there. But at the time, we had no idea. And so that contributes when you're talking about a series of 20-minute episodes that have no specific connection a lot of the time. You are literally... And the little news things we've talked about at every episode so far, the little newscast at the beginning with the voiceover is a great way of helping you in, but not helping you very well. You know, still leaving you with that sense of, well, where are we? What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah, I did that. I'm so grateful to the little newscaster at the beginning. Yeah. It's like, right, okay, yes, I'm grounded now. I know where I'm going. I've got a definite leaping off point. Excellent, let's go.
Yeah, love it. So one of the other things, memorable things from this episode that I need to bring up, Dooku's got a slide on his ship.
Yeah.
Anyone notice that?
Yeah, an escape slide.
He's got an escape slide. He can just sit there cross-legged meditating and then go down his slide.
That's so Count Dooku.
Do you think somebody had been on a cruise or something before they put it together?
So good.
Taking that, thank you very much.
It really reminded me, we're always checking out Easter eggs in Clone Wars, of which there are many in every episode, of Cloud City when Luke falls down the thing, ends up in the slide thing. Which, by the way, I've watched that bit so many times, I still can't figure out the geography of those tubes. It's so confusing. This one was a little bit more...
I think they've glossed over that. Yeah. They're just like, well...
How does this work?
There's a tube. Get over it, you're fine.
He's on a slide. And this, again, we don't really get any reason. Why would Dooku have a slide through the shell? It's a quick way to get to the hangar.
Yeah. We also meet some Gundarks, which I was very impressed by.
Yeah, okay. So I nearly did a West End Geek Girls for this. I had it written in to do it, but then I actually started trying to find it in my role-playing game books, and I can't find it. But in the behind-the-scenes thing, they did say Gundarks were in the RPG originally.
Oh.
And I found mentions of them, but it would literally just be like a word in a sentence somewhere. I was looking for like actual statistics and
actual
backgrounds
facts
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I can't find it. But I'm sure it is there somewhere. I just couldn't find it.
Haven't found it yet.
Apparently Killian Plunkett did a load more design work, sort of adapting what was originally, allegedly, in the role-playing game. But Lucas loved the original. So it pretty much is what was in the role-playing game.
Is the original.
Visually. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I really like them. Obi-Wan was being incredibly chill about them.
They got big ears you can grab hold of, apparently.
Yeah.
There was a really funny, was it in this episode about him? Yeah. Where's your lightsaber? It got knocked out of my hand by a rock? Yeah, by a rock.
Yeah.
It was just the most like ridiculous
Why?
bunch of failures. But I mean, if we can't have Anakin doing some silly things sometimes, we got to remember that he is only a person at the end of the day.
He's still only about 19 at this point as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess he must be.
19, 20.
Yeah, because it's quite early on, I think.
Yeah.
They've only got like one lightsaber between them and it's not working. I love the glitchy lightsaber. Like it just kept turning off.
And just them walking through with the kind of lantern lightsabers was just really, because you're so used to seeing them being used really cleverly and excellent fight choreography, and then they're just kind of held desperately trying to get through this game.
Oh dear. So they go through all this thing. Ahsoka comes and rescues them, like she does. Yeah. I'm wondering how many rescues we're going to get from Ahsoka.
Oh, many.
Should we be tracking this?
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that's a good track. That's why she's my favourite, you see. She comes in, swoops in, saves the day. I love that. I need an Ahsoka in my life.
Yeah.
She is very good at that. Because she's done it pretty much every episode at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Every episode that she's been in.
It is a very recurring pattern. Certainly in the first half of the Clone Wars, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they all go back to Coruscant, don't they? Do they all go back? No, they communicate back to Coruscant.
They just communicate, yeah.
And Padme is the one who sorts out the deal to send a couple of Jedi. Because Padme, again, I mean, she only has that one scene really, but she's very helpful too.
She is very helpful. Yeah, that's true.
De-escalating.
Let's send Anakin and Obi-Wan to go and drink with some pirates. That sounds like a great idea.
Off you pop.
Okay, so have we got anything else about this one?
Just that one right near the end there, when they arrive in the Bollywood bar and Anakin takes his lightsaber from the monkey lizard with the Force, and immediately the pirates have all got guns around them. It's a bit like the Ewoks with their spears around Han Solo.
Oh,
and the choreography of it all is so slick. And the monkey lizard that's kind of earlier on in the episode, I think it befriends Dooku. It comes hopping around over the guns somehow and then up one of the longer guns to Anakin and takes the lightsaber from his hand.
Back off him,
It's just the most beautiful little...
His name is Pilf Muck Muck.
And the snap is lovely. the kind of atmospheric snap from the kind of Bollywoody, everybody's having a great party, to boof, we're serious again. And again, that's something that Star Wars does really, really brilliantly. You think you know what you got, and then it's something very, very different. And somehow it still reads, because snaps are really hard to do, and without them just feeling clunky and horrible, but they never feel clunky. They always feel like, of course, that's what's going to happen next. It's a really clever Star Wars thing.
So is it the choreography of that, all of that stuff happening, like how they...
I think it's because they make all the elements come together. It's done through the sound, it's done through the... They just know how to... Yes, it's choreography, but it's choreography of every single element working together.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Which in animation, I guess, is probably easier, I imagine.
Yes, because you're not dependent on human beings to stand in the right place.
Damn those human beings on film sets.
Yeah, humans are difficult.
And do the right thing to the right degree. They're not going to get bored.
I mean, on a set, you would have to coordinate, especially with like aliens and things like that. You'd either have puppets or motion capture performers, and then you've got your actors, and then you've got light. Like all of the things would have to coincide.
Absolutely. And that thing to get everybody to tell the same bit of the story at the same time is so hard with real people. Whereas with animation, you can just tweak one bit of it and put it right. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, because I dread to think just how complex it is. But doing that with real life humans would be really difficult.
Yeah, finding that, like, everybody's got to be the right energy at the right time. That's so difficult. Seah, did you say the monkey lizard has a name?
Yeah, he's called Pilf Muck Muck.
Pilf Muck Muck. Did they say that in the episode?
No, it's in the character guide.
What? How did I miss that? Sarah, we've got these amazing books that me and Seah and Mary will have, which have all the characters.
Yes, you mentioned them on the podcast. They're just outstanding. I find this podcast really difficult to listen to because I start buying more and more Star Wars books, and I wrap them up as presents for Oz to pretend that it's not me that needs them. But you're expensive, is what you are.
Well, this is part of our mission. It's definitely. We are desperately hoping to get some writers of books from the Star Wars world on this.
That would be incredible.
Come and talk to us.
There'll be more books.
Come, join.
All of those. Okay, so this episode ends with little sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Little sleight of hand trickery. Let's not get poisoned by pirates. Forced sleight of hand, which is great. But then the next episode opens with, oh, you were drugged anyway, it didn't work.
I was confused for a moment.
Yeah.
I was like, but they swapped them round. Why were they still drunk? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I must have missed this.
Did you not? It was a blaring plot hole.
I mean, they did a whole kind of sort of throwing of glasses to...
They did the whole switch, and then the two on either side of them that they swapped their glasses with went down. So it was like, they would have been poisoned.
Well done, them.
Well done. But then they still wake up in a...
Okay, I need to go and revisit that. I must have been typing... I seem to remember I was typing who my favourite character was and writing a long essay about Hondo.
And then, fair enough. And then Obi-Wan instantly goes, that must have been stronger than we thought. And it was like, but you swapped it. You didn't drink the poisoned one.
Are they just saying that pirates' grog is really, really strong? So maybe they weren't poisoned, but
they
the
just
alcohol
got drunk.
level that pirates enjoy is too much for a Jedi.
It could be, yeah.
Could be.
We'll gloss over.
Anyway, we'll gloss over that for the moment. It's absolutely fine and not a plot hole at all.
No.
Episode 12.
Yes.
The Gungan General.
Yes.
Directed by Justin Ridge, who, little factoid, he was working on Avatar, The Last Airbender, presumably with Filoni, because that's where Filoni came from as well. They both which is a classic animated show and definitely
also great.
Yeah.
So good.
And it changed animation in a lot of ways, I think. Well, it gave us Dave Filoni, apart from anything else, which is pretty serious.
It is a good one.
Dave Filoni, speaking of Filoni, was talking about Hondo and his morality, which is an ongoing theme with his character.
He talks a lot about honour.
Yeah. Honour.
He's honourable.
It's independence, but honour. And the bit at the end where he really struggles to understand why Obi-Wan would let him go, which is really, really interesting. He doesn't just jump. Like, you would imagine Hondo, he's quite a slippery character, that he would just take an opportunity and run. But because that was to do with something that he can't get his head round.
Yeah.
Even though he does have honor, but he's also ruthless.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But he's very, he does commend them on their honor.
Yeah.
So he does value it, even though he was going to poison them and whatever else.
But I think that's what draws you into him, doesn't he? That he's complex.
Yes.
And he should be an archetype, but he's anything but.
Well, absolutely. When he goes into Rebels, he becomes more and more like that, where he's a good guy. Okay. He is like Lando, in that he's on the right side, but
just maverick.
Yeah, he's unpredictable, exactly. And you're just not quite sure what he's going to do next. And then you're never surprised when he does the dirty on everybody at the end.
Oh, going back to that, when Lando first did the dirty, I was devastated. I was so small when I watched that for the first time, and I was absolutely devastated. That's a sideways thing, but I couldn't believe the treachery.
It's all too much. Yeah.
The caption, the little bit of wisdom at the beginning of the episode that we have been mostly tracking was fail with honor rather than succeed by fraud, which that's kind of Hondo in a nutshell, in a way.
That is Hondo,
yeah.
He usually does fail.
So did your favourite character for this one change, or were you sticking with Hondo?
No, I changed and went for Jar Jar again. I think this is my second choice for Jar Jar.
This is your second Jar Jar?
I just loved his clumsy luck. It's very, very on brand for Jar Jar. Like, he falls over something and saves the day. He did it in The Phantom Menace again and again and again. In the Battle of Naboo. And I don't know. It's weird because in Phantom Menace, I'm not going to lie, he annoyed me a bit. I've grown to love him in it. I think he's one of those characters that I've grown to love, like the battle droids as well. That kind of comedy character that I've just embraced maybe as I've got older.
Yes.
I've got more room for comedy in my life. Sort of slapstick comedy as well. It's just ridiculous comedy.
I put slapstick gloriousness as one of my notes.
It's like elegant slapstick, if that can be such a thing.
Wonderful.
That doesn't oxymoron of Jar Jar. Yeah. What about you, Seah?
I went for Count Dooku.
Yes! Is that our first Dooku? Is it been?
I think it might be our first Dooku, actually.
We're tallying, by the way, Sarah. I mean, I'm sure.
We are tallying.
Oh, okay. There's scores being kept, I see.
Yeah, there is scores being kept. Have I said Dooku before? I don't think I have. No, looking through my notes, I haven't said Dooku before. And neither have you. So
the sound you can hear, Branwen, is my cat.
Nice.
I'm so sorry. She's just decided to come in. She doesn't like the heat either. No. So she's just come to tell me that she doesn't like the heat. She's going away again now. I do apologise. I could just see your face go, what is that sound? It is Willow the cat. I apologise profusely.
We love Willow.
That's completely
not
fine.
Today.
So what drew you to Dooku?
Oh, he does lots of interesting flips this episode because he's obviously in survival mode. Yeah. And, now I've got to work with these Jedi to try and get, because I've been chained to them. So like the early on alliance thing I really got into.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this is interesting and I like it. And then he continues to sass both of them the entire time, and then Obi-Wan's sassing Anakin. It was just
another sass fest.
It's another sass fest that I really enjoyed. But I really enjoyed their alliance for a bit. But then he also had some classic lines of, I would kill you both right now if I didn't have to drag your bodies.
What a line.
Whoa.
I love
Calm yourself.
I don't know if it's like an animation thing made it easier to do, but the choice to sort of, I can imagine them in the writer's room going, what's going to happen if we throw Dooku and Anakin and Obi-Wan together and they're stuck together?
Yeah.
And then the yes and of that is, let's have them actually tied together physically.
Yes. They can't escape each other.
I love that yes and has just been used in your podcast. That's delightful.
And that all comes back to you, Sarah. You taught me all I know. Literally.
Yes anding. I liked it, but then he did flip by the end back to his normal, my last note about him is he's actually a scary
Yeah.
He really is.
But I enjoyed that flip.
Sarah, who is your favourite character?
Hondo takes the prize in this episode, with Jar Jar as my second.
Nice.
It was very close, and both of them got lots of accolades on my little written notes.
Nice.
I love the way that in the kind of newscast recap at the beginning, which in this case was a recap, sometimes it's a let's show the audience some stuff that they've not seen before. You know, or like this happened 5 years ago or something.
Or where we're jumping in.
Yeah, it's like always there's weird chronology about the Clone Wars in general, but the little newscasts are definitely part of that. But I think when it's an arc, they generally
when it's an arc, they do have a recap, don't they?
But they described him as the brigand Hondo Anaka, and anybody can throw the word brigand into a script. And I think Dooku calls him a brigand at the end, or somebody else does.
I think he does. Yeah,
a great title.
Yeah.
There was a few lines in this actually that I noted down. I know we haven't been noting down lines as much, but this one had some crackers.
I've got 2 highlighted lines. Yeah, similarly.
I haven't got 2, I've got 1, but there were so many gorgeous one-liners.
Yeah.
Hondo's mum. Okay, so we don't know anything about Hondo's mum, but he mentions his mum.
He mentions his mum
and recounts her saying to him, "Son, if 1 hostage is good, 2 are better, and 3, well, that's just good business."
Yeah.
And that's just good business becomes Hondo's kind of catchphrase in future episodes.
Okay.
And
That makes sense.
Rebels. So his mum's wisdom to him has endured. Should be proud to know.
There's a lovely little 3-liner or 2-liner between when we've got Dooku, Obi-Wan and Anakin chained together, where Dooku's trying to concentrate and he tells Obi-Wan to control his Padawan and then control his insolence. I'm concentrating. And then Obi-Wan turns around and goes, Anakin, control your insolence. The Count is concentrate.
That's Obi-Wan in a nutshell. So good. Hondo saying, "Are you calling me a liar?" And Anakin saying, "Isn't that what you do for a living?"
Yeah.
Nice.
And then it's what are you supposed to be about Binks? Just that really cutting. What are you supposed to be?
Poor Jar Jar. But he did get referred to as Representative Binks again a few times, which always brings me a little joy. Like Palpatine does it in almost a sarcastic way, but in a respectful way as well. He just rides that fine line that Palpatine is very good at doing, where he's not quite giving himself away. So Jar Jar comes in with Karis, who I looked up in the book. That was what I was leafing through the book for. Karis, who's a Gran from, I think Grans come from multiple planets, so he may come from Malastare, I'm not sure. But he carries a staff with him, which I didn't notice because my eyes were probably on my laptop screen all the time. But he carries a staff that has a little icon thing on the top, which is directly lifted from the staff of Ra in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Which continues this back and forth between Star Wars and Raiders, or the Indiana Jones films in general. We've had loads of that, like R2-D2 and C-3PO appear in Raiders of the Lost Ark in a carving, in like a bas relief. And in Luthen's shop in Andor, there's some props, I think, from the Indiana Jones galaxy. It's like it's constantly back and forth between Spielberg and Lucas, or I mean, it's Lucas and Lucas, really. But he sadly didn't make it. I was gutted because I think I'd noticed him in the character encyclopedia before and thought, I like Gran. I'd be interested to see what they're like, find out a bit more of them as a race. But he didn't make the crash.
No, he was a very short-lived character in this state. Yeah. But we also got Falso, is that his name? The pirate? Yes.
The second in command
Falso
guy.
Something. Yeah. And he is double-crossing, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's going out off to try and steal all the spice that's coming in on the diplomatic ship. But he has a pin-up girl on his speeder bike and a pin-up Twi'lek behind him in where the speeder bikes were. I was like, wait a second.
This is the second
we've had
episode.
This before.
Yeah.
This is the second time there's been like a base full of probably male characters and they've had pin-up girls.
Oh my goodness.
It was in Rookies, wasn't it?
It was in Rookies, Rookies. They had them.
Well observed.
Like, hang on a minute. And one of them is like the classic like chopper naked girl on a bike thing on his speeder bike. And then And then, yeah, I know. And then just a pin-up Twi'lek behind him. So funny.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm not sure what that says about the Clone Wars, the fact that we've now had this twice.
I'm going to keep looking out for it.
And the fact that in the behind the scenes, it is all very, very a men's club. I mean, they have got women writers. I mean, this was written by Julie Siege, and women directors as time goes on as well. But in the behind the scenes, it's very much a boys' club.
It kind of makes sense, though. It made sense for the rookies. It makes sense for the pirates.
It's true.
Fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's observational. We'll let it fly.
Like I don't have pin-up girls all over my house, but that's different. I have a pin-up of myself over there.
Amazing. That's peak Seah. I love it. I'm here for it. So Lucas was apparently, there was this very contrasting section where they bury the Grand Senator, and George Lucas was keen to show Jar Jar being respectful. I think George Lucas has probably revisited Jar Jar quite a bit in his mind in the many, many years since, obviously, like when The Phantom Menace came out, and he probably had something in his head of what Jar Jar was going to be, and there was, a fairly toxic response, predictably, from some of the fan base. And yeah, I think Jar Jar's been given a whole different lease of life. I don't think we've finished Jar Jar's story either yet. I keep waiting for him to show up in the Mandoverse.
Well, this episode as well is his second episode in the Clone Wars, and he's also showing his kind of affinity for animals again.
Yeah.
In the same way that he was before.
I love that with the grazing creatures.
Yeah.
Geek moment, they're called Scalders, by the way.
Ooh.
I knew you'd know, and I was excited to find out.
Yeah, they seem to be like a rhino kind of thing, or like a cross between a rhino and elephant, I thought.
And it's that kind of like knowledge, kind of almost indigenous knowledge of this is, you follow the animals.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird because Gungans are the underwater species of Naboo, but they do seem very at home on land as well, and the way they kind of...
Amphibians.
Yeah, the way they work in the battle on the grassland. Yeah, I like that for him. I like his...
Yeah, I like it for him.
Yes, because I have another brilliant line about Binks, which is he's no representative, that leads from what you were saying. He's no representative, he's a plague, which is such a cutting
nasty
insult.
Thing to say.
Yeah. It is, and it just ties into the fact that representative is something important, and it just gets cut down.
Yeah. The height of his kind of lucky clumsiness happens when he tries to get aboard the speeder but doesn't, and then it crashes into another one, which crashes into the perimeter fence, which takes out the entire power.
All of the power.
Each thing you're like, oh my gosh, it's another yes and sort of thing. Like, and then does this, and then does this, and then like the Jedi and Count Dooku can now escape. He's like facilitated their escape.
Well, they were being tortured.
Yeah.
They were in the process of being horrifically tortured. And then as soon as the power goes out, Hondo goes, what happened to the power? I was having fun. And you're like, oh my God.
Absolutely. And I have a real problem with torture scenes. They're kind of,
I do as well.
They're one of those things that I really don't like it when it turns that way. And so I was like, thank goodness. I was so happy.
Yeah. Especially in animation, and like it's the Clone Wars and it's fun and and then you've got actually Obi-Wan is really struggling here. And
Yeah. It's horrific.
And that's what it does, doesn't it? It's constantly turning. It's constantly going, this is fun and this is lighthearted and then this is brutal.
Yeah.
And you're constantly flicking from those different modes.
Yeah, you get moments like the little grand burial scene where you've got like Jar Jar and a clone burying somebody, and you only get about 10 seconds of it, but they do, they include each of those things. It does go through all of the kind of spectrum of what it needs to, all of the different emotions and everything, but it's just so high paced.
So no time to breathe about it. Just
yeah, there's one tiny detail again, another little visual callback, which we did mention in a Mando episode. I think it's the one where he goes to Tatooine and meets the oh no, Children of the Watch are going to kill me. Who's the kind of wannabe bounty hunter on Tatooine who's going to track down Fennec Shand? I can't think of his name.
Him. Yeah, I don't like him.
Anyway, in that episode, there's a shot of Mando on a dewback, and it's like a low-angle shot, and I did a side-by-side with a still from the original Star Wars novel. It was a photo of a stormtrooper on the back of a dewback.
Yes.
And there's a shot of a clone trooper, I think it is, on the back of one of these Skulders. And it's the same framing,
same thing,
same low angle.
Mhm.
Definitely
nice.
one for the geeks. We love it. It's become like one of those little Star Wars motifs.
Great.
Instead
Love
of
that.
like, I have a bad feeling about this, you get the low angle creature riding shot instead.
Nice.
I did love that they got to use creatures to come and invade Pirate Lair. But yeah, that's pretty much that one.
We better move on. On.
Episode 13.
By the way, I've noticed that we've not been doing a proper like episode recap. So if you're listening to this and you've not watched the episode, apologies.
Go and watch the
Go
episode.
and watch the episode.
We make it. I don't know how clearer we can make it.
Absolutely. Do your homework. And also, we haven't given away many spoilers then, have we? So we were just...
This is true, yeah. Yeah, we're just pointing out
people
things.
can go back and enjoy it, and that's great.
Exactly. Sky Talkers, who are an amazing podcast with Caitlin and Charlotte, who are, one of the biggest Star Wars podcasts. They're also doing a Clone Wars rewatch. They're doing it over a lot longer of a period of time than we are.
Okay.
We're trying to do it in a year, which sounds like a lot, but it's a lot of watching.
It's doable.
Yeah,
whereas I think theirs is like open-ended. They just come back to it every now and again, but they always do a really succinct like recap. But I think go and watch it. Watch it with us. Watch along. That's what we're here for.
Watch along. We know what's happening.
You won't regret it. It's great.
Yeah. We've got a new arc. The Maridun arc, another 2-episode arc. This one was written by Katie Lucas, who is George's adopted daughter, the middle child. And she's played multiple characters. She played a Twi'lek in Attack of the Clones in the Outlander Club, the Death Stick Club. She's in the background there. But she also, more significantly, plays Chi Ikwe Papanoidia, who's a Pantoran senator in Revenge of the Sith. If you remember the bit where Anakin and Obi-Wan, after the initial scene, they land on Coruscant and they're going to go and like debrief with the politicians, and Obi-Wan leaves Anakin and says, I haven't got the strength. Anakin goes in and he kind of meets up with Mace and Palpatine and like Masamida. There's some dignitaries and there's a blue-skinned Pantoran there. Sort of walking behind Masamida. That's Katie Lucas. But she is a writer in her own right, and it's great. And what's super interesting, if you really want to get specific, is that George also gave himself a cameo in Revenge of the Sith. He plays another Pantoran standing outside the Opera House when Anakin goes to see. It's just literally a blink and you miss it as Anakin's running up the steps to go into the Opera House. He goes past this blue-skinned alien, which is George Lucas. And now in canon, they appear in Clone Wars. We're going to see them quite soon, I think. And they are father and daughter in the kind of Star Wars world.
That's amazing.
It's so cool. I just love that
sweet.
so much. Yeah,
that's very sweet.
Anyway, Katie Lucas, fair play. She wrote this. Jedi Crash.
Nice. Did she write both of these episodes?
No, I think she only wrote the first one. The second one was written by Bill Canterbury, who's a writer for The Simpsons and Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It's a bit of a wild card, but
There we go.
So this first episode is kind of setting the scene for what the second episode really gets into the details of, which is a classic Star Wars trope of low-tech community of aliens of some kind, think Ewoks, maybe a bit more advanced than Ewoks, have to defend themselves from the marauding evil giant whatever
it is,
empire or separatist or whoever. So this is a big setup. We get to meet Isla Secura, who is amazing. And okay, while we're here, favorite character Seah, who's your favorite character?
Me?
Yeah.
Tiwatka.
The kind of boss, the elder of the village.
Because he's got an incredible beard and a slightly dodgy Irish accent.
They are very sort of pseudo-Irish, aren't they?
I absolutely agree.
They are, but also his son is Scottish. Yeah. So
they've just gone Celtic. They've just done that.
They've gone Celtic in general.
Celtic. Yeah, my favourite character is the same as Seah's.
Mine is Wag-2, who's the son.
Wag-2, who's the son.
Yeah, understandable.
Nice.
I love everything about the Lerman. I feel like the accent thing, Star Wars does this quite a bit, where yes, they kind of use regional accents, but they do often just shift them slightly.
Yeah.
Like Twi'lek is pretty much French, but not quite.
Yes.
Maybe it's because the voice actors aren't necessarily from that region.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether there's something about that. I'd like to think it's a little bit more thought out than just like bad accents. No, I've definitely heard the sound editors and people talking about the fact that they work with the voice actors and they kind of find the alien accent, and it usually does start from a country.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But it's intentionally slightly different. And in fact, I think I talked about it somewhere. Maybe I missed that in my notes. No, it might be in this episode. I don't know. I'll see if I come across it. Okay. There's a bit where there's some really specific pronunciation stuff that they worked on.
Wow.
Okay, interesting. Because I was listening to them and going, are we Irish? Are we Scottish? And then I was like, some of them are one and some of them are more the other. And then it just kind of turned into, but if it was true Scots, they would have pronounced that differently.
Yeah.
And it's all like, it's a bit of a mishmash.
So that makes sense of that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I've just found it. It's in the BTS featurette. I think it was Filoni talking about it, and Jennifer Hale, who voices Isla Secura.
Yeah.
So she did this. I think this is the first time we've heard a Twi'lek apart from Bib Fortuna speak.
She's a bit French.
I'm not sure. Anyway, so she speaks, she did a Twi'lek French accent.
Yeah.
But Filoni noted that she chose really specific words to pronounce in a really specific way. And the way she says creature, and I can't do accents, so I'm not going to attempt to do it. But if you go back and watch the episode, look up when she says creature, it's like they debated as to whether it was in quotes right or not. And I'm not sure whether they mean, is it right for a French accent or is it right for a Twi'lek accent?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so there's definitely this kind
interesting. Interesting to think about.
Yeah.
But this episode opens with a hell of a in-space battle.
Yeah.
My note on it was that it's just classic Star Wars music, sound design, visuals, all of it. And we're dropped right into the middle of this battle.
The visuals, immediately I was switching to my yellow colour coding for cinematography because I think we're sort of just above the clouds of this planet.
Yeah.
And so we're still in atmosphere. So the sky isn't the blacky blue of space, but it's not the pale blue of sky in atmosphere either. It's sort of halfway in between, that beautiful.
Yeah.
It reminded me of in Mandalorian and Grogu, where that happened a couple of times where they left atmosphere and we see that transition from sky blue to space blue, which always makes me feel so excited about space travel and everything we love about Star Wars. But this felt like it was in this kind of weird atmospheric area.
Middle ground.
But the detail, the ships, like the 3 separatist munificent frigates, and the gunships coming from Anakin, everything was just so incredibly detailed and beautiful.
Yeah.
Use of color and everything. But back to Isla Secura, because that's where we were when I jumped to favorite characters, because I thought I'd picked her, but I think it's next episode. She is incredible, by the way.
She is.
Yes.
I love her
We'll
arc.
talk a bit about that next episode.
I mean, it's kind of is her arc. I can't remember if we come back and meet her again. I'm sure we do. So far, we've only seen her very briefly in the live action films. I think it's in Order 66. I think we see. That's all we see of her is her getting
That's all we see. Yeah,
taken down by some clones. So it's
sad.
Really nice to get to see more of her in action.
We've got a really, really impressive piece of Force usage from Anakin here.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was an option. Well, you kind of do, but also, like, it's pretty extreme.
My word was blunt. It was very blunt use of the Force. And normally it's a little more finessed.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And Ahsoka, again, just going, I'm going to save him.
Yeah.
I like how she just leaps into action and like we don't see her cutting through the blast doors, but we see that she has cut through the blast doors. It's like the pace is maintained by just like, we don't need to see that. Jump to the next bit, jump to the next bit, which is great storytelling in this sort of high-speed animation stuff.
You wonder how much is made to just get cut.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in that kind of, whether animation is different, but just how much they have that they just get rid. I mean, the editing process must be really, really fine-tuned to be able to get it to keep that pace, but still be understood and not lose people. To take people with you at that pace is going to be such a fine job to kind of what are we keeping, what's going.
boggles my mind with animation because you're trying to do something that's going to feel really quick but real. It's got to feel real, but like slightly heightened maybe in terms of speed. But at the same time, you're having to do all that very slowly because the animation process is incredibly laborious and slow. And I mean, it always has been. From drawing, like how many pictures does it take? How many do you have to draw to get from A to B? And it feel right. Is always, I know they do references, they'll like film something and then watch the footage of it. You see animators in their studios with their phones nowadays and they just film themselves doing some kind of action, grab it into the computer and map how many frames it took to do each bit of that motion.
Wow.
Which is so cool. But you're right. They must like generate stuff in the same way as like when you shoot a film, you shoot more than you need.
Absolutely.
And so you have like a virtual cutting room floor where there's just like hard disks full of unused clips that they possibly even got as far as rendering, but then the editor still has that job to do of being brutal where they need to be, which is really cool.
Shout out to the editors.
Shout out to the editors. Well done.
The real storytellers in some ways, they make those decisions of how it really feels. They're the last chance, apart from possibly the color grader, what do they call them?
Color correctors.
Yeah.
Color graders. In animation, it's colorists, isn't it?
It has different, it used to be called color timing, I think, which is like the final process. Because you've got the color people who are like making shots match each other.
Yeah.
But then you've got the creative colorist on top. And I feel like this battle at the beginning of this would be a really good representative of that. Like, how does the overall color thing work? What do we make pop? What do we slightly desaturate and everything? And that truly is the last stage. If you're an audio person, that's like mastering, where you've got the finished product and you're literally putting the final gloss on it, which can be a real emotional thing. By desaturating stuff, you can say a lot, or by oversaturating, you say something different. By bringing out the reds, you say this. It's just another of the many stages of storytelling
many bits that goes in.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Because we all respond to colour, so definitely.
Yeah.
And we don't know we're responding to colour, but they do. So they're making sure that we're responding in the right way.
The colour graders know.
Yes, they know, definitely. They're intentionally taking us on these journeys. Okay, another bit, while we're talking about visual things, I noticed something in this opening scene especially, but I think it's mainly this opening scene, because there's like an urgency and an inevitability almost, but like a constant struggle. So much of the framing of our heroes, Anakin, Ahsoka, the clones, whoever, you see the good guys usually go from left to right, depending on, sometimes it depends on the geography of the story that you're telling and everything else. But often this is the stereotypical thing, because we love reading, we don't love reading, because we read from left to right in
we
the
do
West.
Love reading.
I've always been intrigued, like where cultures where the reading is the opposite way.
Oh,
don't know about that. Anyway, the opening scene, the good guys are going right to left most of the time, and also from top right to bottom left specifically. So if you're playing with the vertical axis when you're designing character movement, if things are going uphill, either from bottom left to bottom right or bottom right to bottom left, you've got this sort of like struggle. It's literally like climbing a mountain, and you can do that by tilting the camera, obviously. But if you go from top to bottom, that's where the inevitability comes from, because they're kind of sliding,
because they're sliding down into it.
We're heading for a crash, and so you kind of know this is coming, and so that this is kind of cluing you in. But it's right to left, which is challenging because it's the opposite of the way that we read. I called it like a difficult doom. Like, we know they're heading to doom because they're going from top right to bottom left.
That's going in the band name.
Absolutely.
Registry.
And also just a direction, I think. I'm going to do. When a scene goes really wrong. And I'm trying to sum up just how wrong it is to my actors.
I mean, this is it, like acting-wise, like in stage directing, I don't know if you've ever got into this, Sarah, with your directing, but you can do that on stage, obviously. If you like bring the kind of bad characters on from stage left so that the audience sees them coming on from the right, that makes you feel uncomfortable, like the villain should come from the right. good guys from the left. It's harder to do the vertical stuff unless you're going to fly them in.
Fly them in.
Fly them in. I know some incredible riggers.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So directing circus performances. Yeah, you can play with all of that.
You can have them coming in from wherever you want. I've just been to see No Fit State for the second time. If you're in the UK, go and find them. Go and seek them out. They are incredible. But in this particular show, they fly 2 rope performers across the entire tent.
And it's
like, yeah, I know. It's wild. It's
I love that.
What are you doing? I loved it. It's so good. So good. Anyway, that's my mini shout out.
I'm currently working on some music for a play that involves a hot air balloon. And I'm so excited to see how that happens. I think they have multiple strategies in mind involving possibly miniatures, but also like parts of set that move. Like puppetry.
Incredible.
Yeah, anyway, we'll see. I'm going way off a tangent here. Just talking about vertical visual storytelling.
Yeah, I like it. That was a good tangent to go on.
Yeah. There's a bit where Captain Bligh, who I think it was the first time we met Captain Bligh. He's like Isla Secura's
Isla's clone, isn't he?
Head clone, yeah. He says, we're heading right for a star. And the ship is literally on a crash course for a star. And it brought back so many things to me. One being Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Disaster Area, the stunt ship, which is flying into the sun, Pink Floyd, obviously, set the controls. And then Star Wars Legends had a character in the old Expanded Universe novels called Kip Duran, or Duran, don't know how you pronounce his second name. He was one of Luke's proteges. He's a bit like Kylo Ren in that he sort of tilts us into the dark side. Sure. And he has this ship called the Sun Crusher, which you can fly into a sun. It's like a kind of another super weapon. Instead of the Death Star blowing up the planet, it's like the early version of Starkiller Base on, but it's literally just a ship that's shielded with this quantum armor that you can fly into a sun. And I feel like that last reference could have been something that just triggered that storyline. I mean, it's only a little tiny story detail, really, of just the stakes of crashing towards a star.
That is
pretty
quite
terrifying.
But they crash land.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. They crash land on a really lovely place, but they meet some quite scary bird wolves things quite quickly. Qu'est-ce que c'est la bird wolf things, please?
Mastiff Phalones.
Oh my god.
Again, I was so confident you would have that.
Yeah,
Mastiff
me too.
is dog, isn't it?
Yeah, they do look like dogs. They've got kind of dog bodies.
Yeah.
There are those dog-like creatures that the Tusken Raiders keep on Tatooine. They're called mastiffs.
As well,
yeah. So I feel like this is probably related. Phalone is like Phalone, which is a weird word for me.
That is a weird word. They've got like vulture heads.
Yeah, they're sort of like griffins
vulture...
almost. I call them space griffins.
Space griffins, yeah.
I like that. That works.
They've got a bit of a Reptavian vibe. We've had that, like the Reptavian thing, which is like, it's not a particular species, but more like a sort of class of creature.
Yeah.
I feel like it was sort of distantly related.
Similar thing going on.
Anakin gives us that behind you line.
Yeah.
Which is such a like pantomime line. It's behind you, Captain Rex.
And he's doing his best kind of, I'm very poorly.
So poorly.
Yeah.
There's a real desperation.
Poor Anakin. I suspect that he is quite poorly in that moment, but also it is very campy and very funny.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
So this planet, which I presume is Maridun, I don't know if that's ever actually said, but that's the name of the arc. So
it is Maridun, but it's been colonized by the Lerman people, so they don't come from there.
They were kind of driven away by the war, basically.
Yeah.
Which... Who can blame them?
And this is where they live.
So, it's a beautiful planet.
Oh, gorgeous.
The plains, purple orangey skies.
Gorgeous.
The big seed pods, which really gave me Amber Spyglass.
Yes, that's exactly what
Philip
it is.
Pullman.
Yeah. Philip Pullman vibes.
So, and musically, again, it was this kind of like a cultural appropriation of ethnic music from different places. This was more of like a South American vibe. We had some pan flutes.
Yes.
We did.
I did note down the pan flutes.
Yeah.
Mysterious pan flutes.
Which very much juxtaposed the sort of operatic music vibes
of the
beginning.
Yeah.
So with this almost Wagner-esque opera and then goes into panpipes.
Yeah. But you have to have panpipes for pacifist lemurs. That's just
yeah. I thought they were lemurs as well. Totally. Lerman is just an anagram of lemur
so
almost.
It's lemurs.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the Clone Wars has done a really good job with the music. We do get these big space opera themes that are very John Williams, who in turn is from Wagner and, Stravinsky and Aaron Copland and all of that.
Yeah.
But then they do feed us these other colours. And we've had synths in earlier episodes, lots of electronica in some of the previous episodes, breakbeats and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then like Bollywood, and now we've got South America, the music of the Andes.
Yeah.
But it's just adding colour to the galaxies in the same way as we're literally adding colour to the galaxy with these different planets and their different skies and different landscapes and everything. Yeah. The music is really helping with that, which
for sure.
I'm here for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's basically all the big setup for what's about to happen.
Yes. So Defenders of the Peace.
Yes. Can I, one little fact about T-Wat-Ka that I wouldn't have known had I not had this galaxy encyclopedia.
Excellent.
Apparently, they stiffen up their beards with apis wax.
Oh, wow.
so that they stick out. I'm giving you the visual, but, it's an audio medium.
Amazing.
That's how they get their beards to stick out and their hair to stick out.
They've got styling wax.
They've got styling wax, yeah.
I wonder if it's to do with the pod oil, because they talk about the pod oil being used for treating medicine. So it could be, yeah. Which again is very, spyglass.
It's very amber spyglass. It's very, we use this to treat, we use this to see, all of that stuff. Cool. Defenders of the Peace. We're in.
Yes.
Let's go.
Favourite characters?
Ayla Secura.
Ayla Secura for me too.
And me.
Yeah. Is that all three?
Unanimous.
Yes. Oh, unanimous votes.
That's never happened before.
Oh,
no.
Okay. But, incredible.
But she was great. You could have picked Ahsoka equally. She was amazing too. But
I think I didn't because I'd already picked her in the previous one.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do get that sort of like, a new character, we should honour them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Unless one of the regulars does something really spectacular, then I feel like I go that way. But I'm curious. She was what I love about the Jedi, she's kind of quiet and determined. She's heroic. Like the thing she does to save Captain Bligh, where she does this sort of rope swinging thing. It's just like peak Jedi. She's so good. Love that.
She's also really hot, I'm going to say it.
Very, very, very hot. Yeah.
You say it. It's good.
I feel like Twi'leks are that.
They are, yeah. Okay, so the most kind of moving moment of The Empire Strips Back, which is the comedy burlesque show that Mary and I went to see.
Okay.
The most gorgeous moment of that was like this amazing kind of ballet dance between two Twi'leks, and it was just like, it was stunning. It was so stunning. It had been like very, very tongue-in-cheek, very kind of burlesque before, but then they had this beautiful section and it was just like, everyone's now in tears.
Oh. I love that they went
gorgeous.
There. I love that they went there.
It was so good. It was so good. Anyway.
Stuart Lee, who directed this, he's directed loads of Star Wars animation and continues to. He loves his cool moves and poses. And I think like Ayla Secura's swing to rescue Captain Bligh or Commander Bligh is part of Stuart Lee's like visual language.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to rewatch that knowing his, interest in that part of animation, because I'm sure there were many more moments of it.
Sure.
With like the explosions and stuff, what happened to the clones.
Yeah.
The main villain of this episode is a new character, and Filoni said... Lockdurd. Which actually took me half the episode to realise he was a Narmordian. I thought he was a different alien, but he looks so different from the Narmordians we see in Phantom Menace.
He does.
He's just horrific. He's
horrific.
Like the person you all want to hate. And I apologise for this, and you can edit it out, but he's just like a British politician of the worst sort.
Yeah, that's staying in.
Absolutely, yeah. That's true.
That's the image, the archetype that I got.
In fact, visually, he's not unlike a leader that we've just lost.
Indeed.
I'm not going to say the words because, who knows about how algorithms work, but yeah. Yeah, I think the fact that Filoni was saying they brought in this new baddie because they didn't like to keep having Grievous and Asajj Ventress and Dooku constantly losing. Like, you can't just have them losing always. So you have to bring in some other disposable bad guys to lose. But it fleshes out the Clone Wars. And Mary talked a lot about the reason she loves Clone Wars so much is this fleshing out of the galaxy and more new characters and just building this library of cultures and everything.
Yeah. But of course, we've got more separatists.
But we've got to have more separatists, yeah.
They're not just Dooku and his closest.
But also to see a Neimoidian who is confident, because Newt Gunray is constantly...
Oh, he's a little worm.
Overthinking and panicking. Whereas this guy is just so cocky and... Yeah.
He does have an amazing line. My last note for this was, he's the worst, but he does say, "Help, I'll be defoliated."
Yes, that's the line I've highlighted too.
What does that even mean?
Well, it turns out the weapon is called a defoliator. I missed that earlier on in the episode. I think they did describe it, but yeah. So this is the kind of the plot of this episode is basically he's brought this super weapon to Maridun to test, and it's a weapon
which is horrific.
It destroys organic life but leaves anything that isn't organic. And it's literally called a defoliator because I guess foliation is like leaves.
Foliage is leaves.
Foliage.
It's just living matter, isn't it? I suppose it's things that live.
It did also connect me with exfoliation, which is a torturous thing that you can do to remove hair from your body. Which is kind of like exfoliator, is sort of like destroying organic. Anyway.
Organic matter.
I felt really bad for the two B1s who got picked.
Yeah.
All the B1s cheered when Lockdurd was doing his big speech about they were going to test this heavy weapon, and the B1s were just having a brilliant time apart from the two, and he chooses them and they have to go up to the ridge to be there.
To be shot at.
Amidst the test blast.
And he says, "I'm going to have two volunteers, you and you." Like, that's not what a volunteer is, classically.
Brilliant villainry.
And just him being swept away on his evil plan and nothing's going to get in his way.
I didn't realise until I watched the behind the scenes that it's George Takei. I didn't read the credits. But he's so perfect voicing. And instantly I'm like, oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
He is so good. Who could better voice Lockdown? Because he did have a brilliant character, vocally speaking.
Yeah.
So good.
He was great.
He's bigger than the other Neimoidians. He's got a bigger hat. He's just big. He's just a big villain with big ideas.
Yeah. He's so ready to be promoted, and it's so not going to happen.
Yeah.
He's doomed from the start, isn't he?
He is,
Yeah. I think this is this the earliest probe droid that we've seen? It's not even Imperial probe droid, it's a Separatist probe droid.
It's a Separatist probe droid.
That he sends out to find out what's going on with the Jedi and stuff. It's probably the clearest that we've heard their kind of movement sound. We've heard their like speech sound, when they transmit their
the little information
and we get that thing. But this we heard the kind of the LFOE probe droid sound.
Movement of it.
Love it.
Yeah. I did write that down as a note of that is the best piece of sound design.
That was another great Isla Secura moment when she takes it out with a slice, and it's like that Wii Sports Resort thing, which I think we've spoken about before. In Wii Sports Resort, where you do the sword thing and you have to cut pieces of fruit in half.
Cut some fruit,
And it's exactly like the way this thing animated when it's sliced in half was exactly the same.
Exactly the same animation.
It's probably the same animators who were for Nintendo who are now working for Lucasfilm.
My only other note really was it's all really horrible, the fact that he's like, oh yeah, now I'm going to go and invade this village and I'm just going to wipe them out. And if you dwell on that too much, that's grim.
Yeah.
But the Lerman do want to fight back, and it's just the pacifist leader who's having a bit of a problem with it.
We do. It's like that forever pacifist problem of like, can you be a pacifist ever?
Yeah.
But I feel like this whole arc is about difficult decisions, isn't it?
Yeah.
The kind of 2 episodes is about each individual at some point having to make a difficult decision.
Yes.
And his is the most difficult. Do I abandon my principles that I've set and that I've lived by in order to preserve my people, and holding on to something so fast because it's the only way that I can cope with everything, and then suddenly that doesn't become tenable anymore. Sort of that's the big one, but all around the episode, that's being echoed with people having, do I leave Anakin or do I go? What do I do? All of that kind of stuff. It's so many difficult decisions all the way through.
Yeah.
Anakin saying there's a difference between pulling innocents into a war and leaving them to extinction.
Yeah.
Like, when do you involve yourself in other people's destinies? Which again is what he's doing, the head of the village.
Yeah.
He's projecting his beliefs and
and he's
his
going,
people.
we don't want to, they didn't attack us before, so there's nothing to say that they will now. And it's like, well, the giant cannon coming towards, he says otherwise. Really,
that's the clue.
That's your little...
And what Wag 2 having to make the decision to go against his father. And it's very true. Difficult decisions. That's lovely, Sarah.
I like a good theme.
Yeah. And they're there, they do bring these into the world, when they're writing as a story group, and obviously an individual writer will go and write the script, but the stories will have been broken and developed by the story group, and they will have gone into all of this stuff, and it's our job to untangle it and find out why it makes us feel the way we do, why we love it so much. What a couple of arcs.
I
really enjoyed them. Thank you for giving, because you'd said, I think you'd like those ones, and you were absolutely right. So thank you for that.
That was good.
I love it. I'm so glad you enjoyed.
Very, very much so.
Excellent.
I'm so enjoying the Clone Wars, like you said, Sarah, at the beginning. It's so colourful and fun, but also there is some deep stuff going on in there, which it's just you have to run to keep up with it all.
Literally.
My weekly schedule is now, when do I watch my episodes?
Yeah, there is quite a lot of that.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming on again.
Such a pleasure.
Star Wars with us. We look forward to having you back again soon.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And if you've enjoyed, listener, thank you for being with us. Come on this Clone Wars journey with us.
Yes, so next week we will be doing episodes 15, 16, 17, 18?
Yes. Trespass, The Hidden Enemy, which are both individual one-off episodes.
Yeah.
And then Blue Shadow Virus and Mystery of a Thousand Moons. What a great title.
That's a fabulous title.
So
those are 2 parts of the Blue Shadow Virus arc, which
I shall be listening.
Ooh.
Excellent.
That's exciting. Wonderful.
Follow us on all of the usual places: Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, YouTube, TikTok. We're gradually getting more followers. I'm not very good at keeping up with TikTok.
TikTok still makes me laugh because I don't understand
there's a beautiful Star Wars community on TikTok. And the algorithm that I've created, our Sisters of the Force account there, is just pure Star Wars, which is a great thing to scroll through, see people's creativity in Star Wars space. We love it.
Marvellous.
And give us a little review if you feel like it.
If you can give us 5 stars on things, that would be really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, especially Apple and Spotify, but wherever you listen, and tell your friends.
Or just if you're in a crowd, this is what Mary does. If you're in a crowd, just tell people that you've been on a podcast and play it to people in the crowd, because she's been doing that at festivals, which makes me laugh endlessly.
Love that. This weekend, Seah and I are going to Force Fest, a new Star Wars event that's happening in Cheltenham, and we're going to be dishing out stickers and probably annoying the organisers.
This comes out way after that has happened.
But we will talk about it. We'll talk about it. We might do a little mini-sode about it, actually. Because I feel
that's probably a good idea, isn't it?
But we will see you next week with another special guest, and we'll be talking about those episodes. So watch along, and we will see you then.
Bye.
Bye.